Saturday afternoon, Westfield Shopping Mall. Thousands of families, hundreds of children. Retired Colonel Richard Foster was shopping for a gift for his granddaughter in the toy store, until he noticed the man 3 meters away holding a teddy bear. The bear was normal, but the way the man was holding it wasn't. Left hand inside the bear, right hand in his pocket. And his eyes. His eyes were tracking a 6-year-old blonde girl. Foster had worked in intelligence for 35 years. He recognized this positioning. Final 30 seconds before abduction, he had to act. Welcome to Retired People Stories. Before we share this incredible story of detection and rescue, let us know in the comments where you're watching from today. And if you believe retired heroes are invisible shields protecting our children, hit that subscribe button and support our channel. Because some soldiers retire, but protective instincts never sleep. Saturday, November 18th, 2:30 p.m. Springfield, Illinois. Westfield Shopping Mall during the last weekend before Black Friday. Packed everywhere. Families, children, shopping frenzy. Colonel Richard Foster, 67 years old, retired military intelligence officer. He'd served 35 years in the U.S. Army Intelligence Unit. Cold War, Berlin, Moscow, then Middle East. Human trafficking, child trade, organized crime. He'd seen every kind of filth, knew every tactic. But now he was just Richard, retired grandpa, an old man looking for a birthday gift for his 8-year-old granddaughter Emma. In the Toys R Us store, in the Barbie aisle. Emma had asked for astronaut Barbie, not princess. "I'm going to space, Grandpa, not in a pink dress," she'd said. Foster was smiling, examining the boxed toys. Then he saw him. A man, 35 to 40 years old, average height, average build. Brown jacket, jeans, normal. But his stance wasn't normal. He was holding a large teddy bear, $50, pink cute bear. But the grip was wrong. Left hand inside the bear, behind it, like searching for something. Right hand in pocket. And his gaze. Foster followed the man's gaze. 3 meters away, in the Lego aisle, a 6-year-old blonde girl. Pink dress, white shoes, alone. She was examining a Lego box. Mother? Father? Foster looked around. No adults in sight. The girl was alone. The man lowered the bear, placed it in front of the shelf, then pulled out his cell phone, pretended to take a photo. But the angle was wrong. He wasn't photographing toys, he was photographing the girl. Foster's heart rate increased. 35 years of experience, instincts kicked in. Tactical analysis, target selection, lone child, check. Observation, 5+ minutes, check. Recording, photograph, check. Next step, approach. Foster put down the astronaut Barbie. Slowly, like an old man, moved toward the Lego aisle. Positioned himself between the girl and the man. The man looked at Foster, annoyed, lowered his phone. Foster picked up a Lego box, pretended to examine it, actually keeping the man in peripheral vision. The man moved, not toward the girl, to the side, looking for another angle. Foster moved too, blocked again. The man hesitated, looked at Foster carefully. Old, white-haired, slightly hunched grandpa. Not a threat. He was wrong. The man raised his phone again, video this time, and started approaching. "Hello, sweetie," he said to the girl, voice soft, friendly. "That's a nice Lego you're looking at." The girl looked up. "Yes, I'm going to build a spaceship." "Wow, how nice. Where's your mommy?" Alarm. Foster's brain was screaming. Standard question, confirming she's alone. The girl shrugged. "I don't know. Looking at makeup, I think." The man smiled. "I'm buying toys for my daughter too, but I can't decide which one. Will you help me?" Classic tactic, building trust, asking for help. Foster intervened. "Excuse me, my granddaughter is also trying to choose Legos. Emma, come here, sweetie." The girl looked at Foster confused. "I'm not Emma." "Sorry, you looked like Emma." Foster turned to the girl but was watching the man. "Your mom must be looking for you. Come, let's find her together." The man stepped in. "No need, I'll handle it. I was choosing a gift for my daughter." Foster looked into the man's eyes, cold, calculating, predator eyes. "How old is your daughter?" Foster asked. 6. "And you were buying a pink bear?" "For a 6-year-old. The man hesitated. "That's a different gift." "Sure." Foster's voice was hard now. He turned to the girl. "Come on, sweetie, let's find your mom." He took the girl's hand. The man stepped forward. "Hey, what are you doing? You don't even know the girl." Foster stopped, turned, 67 years old, 35 years intelligence, and right now, he was in mode. "I don't know you, but I know what you are. Chloroform pad in your left hand. Probably zip ties in your right pocket. Photos on the phone for catalog. And in 2 minutes, you are going to take this girl and head for the exit." The man's face went white. "What? What nonsense? I'll call the police." "Call them. In fact, I'll call." Foster pulled out his phone, one-handed, other hand holding the girl. The man looked around in panic, then started running. But Foster was ready. "Security! Lock the doors! Child abduction attempt!" His voice was so authoritative, so full of command that even security 50 meters away jumped. The man was running toward the store exit. Security guard blocked his way. "Stop, sir!" The man tried to push past security. Mistake. Security was ex-cop, reflex, arm lock. The man fell. His bag opened. What fell out? Chloroform bottle plastic zip ties, knife and photographs, photos of at least 20 children. Foster took the girl to safety, behind the register. Called to the store manager. "Call police, FBI too. This isn't just attempted abduction, this is organized." The girl started crying. "Mommy, I want my mommy." Foster knelt down, got to eye level with the girl. "We'll find your mommy, sweetie. Don't be scared. I'm here. My name is Richard. What's your name?" "Lily." "Beautiful name, Lily. What's your mommy's name?" "Jennifer. Jennifer Morrison." Foster signaled the store manager. "Make an announcement. Call Jennifer Morrison." 2 minutes later, a panicked woman came running. "Lily! Oh my God, Lily!" While mother and daughter hugged, Foster stepped aside. His job was done, or so he thought. Police arrived. The man was arrested. But Foster noticed something. The man was calm. Too calm for someone caught. Foster approached the police, showed his badge. Retired ID still opened some doors. "Detective, this man is too calm, like ... Just then, the man's phone rang. Police looked at the phone. Message, "Status?" Foster's brain worked quickly. Wait, he has a partner in the mall. The detective took the phone, typed reply, "Okay." Reply came, "Plan B, playground, 5 minutes." Foster shouted, "Playground, now." They started running. Foster was 67, but adrenaline works miracles. The playground was on the 2nd floor. Escalators too slow. Foster chose regular stairs, 2 hip replacements, 1 knee surgery. But he ran. When they reached the playground, they saw they'd arrived just in time. Another man had a 4-year-old boy in his arms heading for the exit. The child was crying. "Stop!" Foster's voice echoed through the mall. The man turned, saw Foster, dropped the child and started running. But this time he couldn't escape. Mall security was ready. Every exit was covered. He was caught. When his ID was checked, FBI wanted name came up. 12 child abductions in 5 states. Organized gang. FBI arrived. Foster gave statement. 3 hours. Every detail. Agent Mitchell turned to Foster. "Colonel Foster, how did you know?" From the teddy bear, Foster was tired but explained. The way he held the bear, he was hiding a chloroform pad inside. Classic tactic. Child wants to smell the bear, passes out. And the positioning. Triangle attack position. Observer, approacher, waiting. 3-person team. But we only caught 2 inches. "Where's the third?" "I don't know, but somewhere here." Security cameras were searched and found. The third man had already left, but his face was recorded. 2 days later, the third man was also caught. In his house were found photos of 8 children, addresses, routines. All were saved. They hadn't been taken yet. Foster became a national hero, but didn't give interviews, just one statement. "I was just at the right place at the right time. I did this job for 35 years. I retired, but my eyes didn't retire." Lily's mother, Jennifer, called Foster. "I don't know how to thank you." "Don't. I was there for my granddaughter, too. Emma. She's also 8. When I was protecting Lily, I felt like I was protecting Emma." "You're a hero." Number just an observant grandfather. Westfield Mall gave Foster lifetime free shopping. Foster used it only once, to buy Emma the astronaut Barbie. FBI made Foster a consultant, mall and public space security, 3 days a month. At his first training, there were 100 security guards. I won't teach you to use weapons, I'll teach you to see, because child abductors don't use guns, they use trust, and they've learned to fake trust, but the body can't lie. Here's what it looks like, and he demonstrated. The teddy bear grip, triangle positioning, the hunting gaze. A young security guard asked, "What if we're wrong? What if it's a normal father?" Foster answered, "I'll be wrong 100 times, but if I'm right the 101st time, a child is saved, and that child could be yours." 6 months later, a security guard who'd been through Foster's training prevented a similar attempt in Atlanta. He'd seen the signs Foster taught. He called Foster. "Colonel, your tactics worked." "Not mine, son. Experience is tactics, and now you have experience too." Foster wrote in his journal that night, "Today I was at the mall, looking for a gift for Emma, a normal grandfather. Then I saw him, the hunter. I tracked these hunters for 35 years. Today I stopped one more, but I know tomorrow there will be others, in other malls, parks, schools. And maybe, just maybe, what I taught will save another child. I'm retired, but the eyes aren't retired. The instincts aren't retired, and the duty to protect children, that never retires. Emma is sleeping now, safe, in her room, with her astronaut Barbie. Lily is sleeping too, at home, safe, and me. Tomorrow I'll watch again, because this is my duty. Without uniform, without medals, but still on duty. At the Westfield Mall entrance, there's now a small plaque. In this mall, on November 18th, retired Colonel Richard Foster saved 2 children from abduction. Heroes don't retire, they just wear civilian clothes. Foster saw the plaque once, with Emma. Emma asked, "Grandpa, are you really a hero?" Foster stroked his granddaughter's head. "No, sweetie, just an observant grandpa. And as long as you're safe, that's enough." The truth is, in every mall, every playground, every public space across America, there are Richard Fosters, men and women who served, who protected, who spent decades learning to spot predators before they strike. They don't wear uniforms anymore. They don't carry badges. They look like any other grandparent shopping for toys. But their training remains. Their instincts stay sharp. Their eyes still see the hunter's gaze. Foster proved something that November afternoon at Westfield Mall. He proved that retirement is just paperwork, that protection is eternal, that once you've been trained to guard, you never really stop. At 67, with arthritis in his hands and reading glasses in his pocket, he was more dangerous to predators than any security camera or guard, because he had something technology can't replicate. 35 years of knowing exactly what evil looks like when it's shopping for victims. Today, Westfield Mall has a new security protocol. Every guard is trained in Foster's signs, the teddy bear grip, the triangle formation, the photography angle, the trust-building approach. And somewhere, right now, in a mall in America, a security guard is watching for the signs, ready to act. Because an old soldier taught them how to see. Foster still shops at the mall, still watches, still protects, because that's what guardians do. They never really retire.